Alright, this is the third video, and this will probably be the last one unless you guys want me to explain how to do something like change unit attacks. But if you don't want me to go into that, then this will probably be the last video. In this video I'm going to show you how you can change the background images like the splash screen, the victory defeat screens, or the screen that shows up when you're picking your profile to play under, stuff like that. So basically, the images are in StarDat. I think they're in BroodDat too, so you can use either one. So just go down and find glue, and they're under the path of glue pal. So right here, here's where it all begins. Here's one background picture. This is palmm background. This is the what is this? This is the main menu. This is like the space thing with the planet. That's the main menu one. I'm not gonna edit that one because I don't advise that you edit that one, because all the buttons that are on it, like the black hole exit one or the campaign editor planet image, those all look really out of place if you replace the background. So the one that I'm going to replace today is palnl. This is the one with the moon. So this one I'm going to replace that. So basically, in order to replace these pictures, you have to save your picture as a PCX, and you can only do that with like more advanced photo editing programs. Well, actually, I'm sure there are some basic programs that you do that, but in order to do what we're trying to do, you need an advanced one like PaintShop Pro or Photoshop. I have PaintShop Pro. I think it's just easier to install and stuff. So first things first, I'm going to extract this, because I'm going to need to take the color palette that it has. I'm going to have to save the color palette. So I have PaintShop Pro right here, and I'm going to open that image that I just extracted. Here it is. Alright, so if you're using PaintShop Pro, all you have to do is go into Image, go to Palette, and click on Save Palette, and then you just save it. Okay, I already saved it as StarCraft, so I don't need to save it again. But you'll have to actually save it. And then you're going to need to find another picture. What I like to do is, if I just want a background picture of something that relates to StarCraft, I just go to starcraft2.com, and I just look under their media section, and I look at all their artwork, because they have some pretty nice pictures. So I just look through all these, and I eventually find one that I like, so I'll just take this one. This is Zerg and Kerrigan fighting. So I will download this. I'll save it as backgnd. That's what the file's called in the star.mpq, so that's what you need to save it as. So I'll just download that. Okay, done with that. And then back in PaintShop Pro, I will open up that image that I just downloaded. It's right here. And obviously it's really big, so you need to resize it. You need to resize it to 640 by 480. That's the resolution that StarCraft plays in. So after you resize it to that, all you have to do now is, if you already saved the color palette, then all you have to do is go to Palette, click on Load Palette, choose that palette, and click on Load. And as you see, the color changed a little bit, because obviously the colors I just put into this picture aren't its original colors, so the image gets a little distorted. So if you're trying to put a picture in and it gets really distorted, then there's not much you can do about it. You can either just like deal with it and put it in anyways, or you can try to find another picture that doesn't get as badly distorted. So this one still looks pretty good. There's not much of a problem. So now I'm just going to save it as a PCX file, because it has to be in PCX, and then I'm going to go back to my mod, and right here in StarDat, the path is glue/palnl. So in my mod, I'm going to click on Add. I'm going to select the PCX, type in glue /palnl/, and then I'll add it into here, and then I will run npq draft, and I'll let you see what it looks like in StarCraft. Okay, now we're in StarCraft one more time. I'm just going to go here, and as you can see, the background image has been replaced. It's no longer the moon. Now it is a picture of Kerrigan and Zerg fighting. So that's basically all you do. in the description for the YouTube video, I will tell you which background picture is what, so you can find it easily. And yeah, that's basically all you have to do for background images. Just get a more advanced photo editing program. I recommend PaintShop Pro. You can get Photoshop. Either one doesn't matter. And then you just open up one of the pictures that's already in start.mpq, save its color palette, take one of your own pictures, change the size to 640 by 480, load that color palette from the other picture, and then just save it as a PCX. And then when you put it in here, it will be changed and it'll look like this. And I know some of you are saying that it's just purely aesthetics, so it doesn't really add much to your campaign. But I think it does, because if you actually fully think out what images go well with your campaign, it can actually add a lot to it. And I will show you what I mean in just a second. Alright, so we're back at my desktop again, and I'm going to show you what I meant by saying that background images can really add a lot to your campaign. This is a campaign that had started last summer, but never finished. Obviously, I never finished anything. So it's called The Conflict Within, and I was going to make it, the storyline was going to be that it's about a group of Protoss still in Ire a couple years after the Zerg invaded, and while they're trying to get rid of the Zerg, they're also fighting a civil war against a whole bunch of different factions that have formed over the years. So it's like Protoss versus Protoss and Zerg versus Protoss, stuff like that. So I'm going to load this mod for you so that you can see how images can actually help to improve your campaign. Alright, so here we are in my campaign. As you can see, this planet is different. This doesn't really add anything to it. If you're going to change anything on this main menu screen, I suggest you just change the planet, because that's easily changeable. You'll just have to look under the PAL, I think it's palmm or something, those files, to find the planet, and you'll just have to replace it. But don't replace the background like the stars, because if you replace it, then all these buttons will look way out of place. So basically, like I said, this campaign is partly about a Protoss civil war. So I have this background. It's the two different Dark Templars from StarCraft 2. So it fits pretty well, I think, because it shows that the Protoss are fighting each other, and that's kind of what the campaign is about. Part of the story is a Protoss civil war. So that's what I meant by saying they can actually greatly improve your campaign, because this picture actually makes sense with this campaign. So it just improves it, makes it better. It shows I actually took the time to think about what will make sense and what will make it look a lot more original and stuff like that. So it's not hard at all. It's just as easy as replacing unit portraits or anything like that. So I suggest that if you're going to replace anything like music or unit portraits or whatever, you might as well just take the extra 10 minutes to do this, because it really does not take any time at all. So that's about it.